me. Hear him sing. I am the messenger. This is me, message from the messenger. Straight from the heart. Greetings to all our loyal viewers. Here is a new track, all new music. Destiny calling, we keep moving on.
All right, so you know that iconic scene in The Matrix, right? With the red pill, blue pill choice.
Oh, yeah, classic.
What if I told you the movie itself is kind of doing the same thing to us? Like it's presenting a choice to the viewers.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
So we're going to dive into this fan theory. It's from a thomasjourney.txt. It's a wild one.
Sounds promising already. Hit me with it.
Basically, it says The Matrix isn't just entertainment. It's like a system. A test.
A test, okay.
Yeah, to find people, people who think like Neo, people who question everything.
To find the potential chosen ones, huh?
Exactly. Like the movie itself is some kind of code and only certain people can crack it.
Ooh, I like that. So how does it work then, this code?
So the theory is all those symbols we see, those choices Neo makes, they're not just random.
Right.
They're like little tests to see how we react.
Oh, so like even just watching it, we're revealing something about ourselves.
Exactly. Like think about that red pill, blue pill thing.
Okay, yeah, the ultimate truth or comfort dilemma.
Right. It forces you to confront, like, are you going to stay with what's familiar?
Even if it's a lie.
Yeah. Or risk everything to see the truth.
And the theory is, just by making that choice in your head, like while you're watching, it says something about you. How curious you are, how willing you are to challenge what you believe.
Totally. But here's what I don't get. Like, what happens if you pass the test?
Yeah.
Do we all get to become the one, like Neo?
Well, not quite. That's where the theory takes a really interesting turn.
Okay.
It suggests Thomas Anderson wasn't like destined from birth to be the one.
Yeah, so he wasn't the one all along.
Not exactly. He became the one because of the choices he made.
So it's about how he responds to the Matrix, to those tests.
Exactly. He recognized the patterns, he saw the code, and then he chose to fight.
So it's not about being born special. It's about
choosing yourself.
Yeah.
Recognizing your own potential.
Wow. Okay. So how does Neo get selected then, if it's not destiny?
Well, the theory suggests that the Matrix itself recognizes him.
The Matrix recognizes him.
Yeah, because he sees through the illusion. He sees the code.
Right, like he's seeing something most people don't.
Exactly. And, this idea of being selected based on how you see the world.
Yeah.
It's not just a Matrix thing. Think about the Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama, oh, right.
They have to pick out those objects from their past life, right?
Yeah, to prove they're the reincarnation.
Exactly. It's about recognizing patterns, seeing something deeper than the surface.
So Neo's journey is kind of like that.
Yeah, in a way. He's recognized by the system because he can see its true nature.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this fits together. But wait, if the Matrix is this programmed system, like destiny, does free will even exist? Like, how can Neo choose anything if it's all predetermined?
Right. That's the paradox, isn't it?
Yeah.
It seems like everything's already decided.
Yeah.
But even within the Matrix, there's still room for choice, for people to show who they really are.
So Neo's choices still matter, even in a system that controls everything.
Absolutely. He could have taken the blue pill, right? Gone back to blissful ignorance.
Right.
But he didn't. He chose to fight. He chose the truth.
Even when it was dangerous.
Even when it was dangerous. That's what makes him the one. Not some prophecy, but his choices.
So it's not fate. It's his own will that sets him apart.
Exactly. He chose to see the world differently, and that changed everything. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
This idea of choice isn't just for Neo, right? It's for all of us. For the viewers, too.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying just by watching The Matrix, we're part of this whole selection thing?
Maybe. The theory suggests the film acts as a mirror. It reflects our own capacity for questioning.
Whoa. Okay. So, like, do we see the world like Neo? Or are we okay with the blue pill? With not knowing?
It's a question worth asking, don't you think?
Every time I've watched The Matrix, there's that feeling, like, whoa, what if this is real? What if there's more than we see?
Right. That sense of awe, of questioning.
Yeah, exactly. What if that's not just a reaction to the movie? What if it's
a sign?
Yeah.
A sign that you're meant to see more. To dig deeper.
Okay, I need a minute to process all this. This is a lot.
Take your time. Let's give you, our listener, a moment too. because next time we're going to dive even deeper. We'll look at some specific examples from the source.
Okay, yeah.
And what this whole theory might mean for your own life, for how you see the world.
Okay, I'm ready for that. I'm ready to see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Buckle up then. It's about to get really interesting.
So, okay, we're saying the Matrix might be like a test to find people who are like ready to see the world differently.
Exactly. A way of identifying those who are primed to question reality.
But how does that actually work? Like, what are the signs? How do you spot a potential Thomas Anderson out in the wild?
Right. Well, that's where those symbols and patterns come in, the ones we talked about before.
Those are like clues.
Exactly. Think of them as clues or maybe triggers. They're designed to resonate with people who have, certain qualities.
So like if you're the kind of person who's drawn to the white rabbit, or you're always feeling like something's not quite right with the world.
Exactly. Or you're getting those deja vu moments.
Oh, yeah, like Neo when he sees the glitch.
Exactly. People who are naturally skeptical, who question the narratives they're given, they might be more likely to notice those glitches in real life too.
That's interesting. So it's like they're already kind of wired to see beyond the illusion even before they watch the movie.
Right. They're already primed for the red pill.
Okay, so the red pill, blue pill thing, it's more than just, choosing between two pills.
It's a choice of how you want to be in the world, how you want to see it.
So someone who, even just metaphorically resonates with the red pill.
Yeah, they're probably more likely to challenge things, to question authority, not just take things at face value.
Right. To dig deeper, to want to know the truth, even if it's
uncomfortable.
Yeah. But isn't that kind of dangerous? I mean, in the movie Choosing the Red Pill, that leads Neo into a whole world of trouble.
Well, yeah, there's always a risk when you challenge the status quo, right? When you go against the grain.
Sure.
But think about what Neo gains.
Okay, yeah, what does he gain?
He gains freedom, he gains self-awareness, and he gains the chance to actually fight for something he believes in.
Okay, yeah, no, I see that. But it takes, like, courage to embrace that risk.
Absolutely. And that's where free will comes in again. Remember, the document emphasizes that Neo wasn't just, a pawn in the game.
Right.
He actively chose his path, even when it was hard.
So a potential Thomas Anderson wouldn't just be, like, a critical thinker.
No.
It'd be someone who actually takes action.
Exactly. They wouldn't just sit back and observe the system. They'd be driven to actually change it.
Okay, that's a pretty high bar. So are we saying like only a select few people can be chosen this way?
Not necessarily. The theory's more about a willingness to evolve,
To grow.
Oh,
okay.
It's about cultivating that awareness, making conscious choices, taking responsibility.
That's more hopeful. So even if I don't see myself as like some kind of revolutionary, I could still be on this path.
Think about it this way. Are there areas in your life where you've questioned the norm, where you've chosen to do things differently, even if it meant going against the grain?
Now that you mention it, yeah, there have been a few times.
There you go. See? Those moments of questioning, of choosing your own path, those are the seeds of your own red pill journey.
I like that. So it's not about fitting into like a specific mold. It's about recognizing your potential to change, to transform.
Exactly. Yeah. The Matrix isn't just about escaping like a digital world. It's a metaphor. It's about breaking free from anything that limits your potential.
Wow. That's pretty powerful. Like I'm thinking about all those systems in our lives, right? Social media, politics, just the pressure to fit in.
And how often do we stop to question those systems?
Yeah.
How often do we ask ourselves, is this really serving me? Is this the reality I want?
Oh man, I'm seeing the Matrix everywhere now. But how do we know if we're really seeing those patterns or if it's just like our own biases?
That's a good point. Critical thinking, it's not about just blindly rejecting everything, right?
Yeah.
It's about being discerning.
Okay, so it's not enough to just question everything. You have to actually be able to like filter out the noise, find the real signal.
Exactly. Think of it like developing your own red pill detector.
Yeah.
You need to be able to tell the difference between like genuine insights and just, conspiracy theories, between real patterns and just random coincidences.
Right. Okay, I get that. But let's say you do manage to like develop that red pill detector. What then? What's the next step?
Well, the theory suggests that recognizing the patterns, that's just the first step. Yeah. The real test is what you do with that knowledge.
So it's not enough to just unplug from the Matrix. You actually got to do something about it.
Exactly. You got to take action. And that's where things get really interesting because The document suggests we're not just passive in this process.
Oh.
We can actually become active creators.
Hold on. You're saying, like, we can create our own matrix?
Well, not literally like a digital world.
Okay.
But we can create systems, structures, even just habits in our lives that reflect the kind of reality we want to see.
So just like the Matrix selected Neo by giving him those challenges, like we can select ourselves and others by creating the right kind of environment.
Think about it. Every choice you make, every action, it sends out ripples. It influences the people around you. It shapes the reality we all share.
Whoa. I need a minute with that.
Let's take a pause here, dear listener, and let that idea sink in for a bit. If recognizing patterns is the first step, what kind of patterns do you want to create? What kind of world do you want to build? We'll dig into those questions even further in the last part of our deep dive.
All right, so we've really gone deep with this matrix theory, symbols, choices, even creating our own matrix.
That's a lot.
Yeah, a lot to unpack. So for our listener, like, what's the big takeaway here?
Well, I think the most powerful part of it all is it kind of flips the script.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes this idea of a chosen one and makes it something we can all reach for.
Right. It's not about waiting for, like, some prophecy.
Exactly.
It's about realizing we can shape our own reality.
The Matrix shows us how systems of control work, but it also shows us the way out.
And not just, like, escape, right, but build something better, like what we were talking about before, creating those patterns.
It's a powerful idea. Every choice you make, it's like a seed.
Okay.
A seed that can grow into something much bigger than yourself.
So it's not just personal change, it's about contributing to something bigger.
Yeah, a shift in how we see the world. It's about understanding that we're all connected. And our choices, they have ripple effects. Yeah. They reach further than we realize.
Okay, I'm seeing the bigger picture here, but I'm still kind of stuck on the practical stuff. Yeah. Like, how do we actually create those positive patterns in the real world?
Well, it can be a lot of things. Could be starting a community garden, or volunteering for a cause you care about, even just talking to people, you know, your friends, your family, about things that matter.
So it's not about some huge gesture. It's those everyday things, like being kind, being brave.
Exactly. It's about being the change you want to see.
But what if you just feel like one person? Like, how much difference can you really make?
Don't underestimate the power of one. Remember, the Matrix itself, it all started with a single line of code.
Oh, that's true.
And like a virus can spread through a network, so could a good idea.
So even if you don't see yourself as some leader, some revolutionary,
right,
you can still spark change.
Absolutely. And when you find other people who share that vision, that's when things really start to move.
It's like finding your crew, your team of rebels.
Exactly. The document talks about this collective action, finding your tribe, the people who push you to be better, to work together towards something bigger.
I love that. So it's not just escaping the matrix, it's about building a new one together.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe by working together, we can actually rewrite the code, you know?
Yeah.
Create a world that's more fair, more compassionate, a world that reflects our best selves.
Man, I'm feeling pretty fired up right now. Like, I want to go out there and start planting those seeds.
That's what I like to hear. And remember, you don't need to have all the answers. Just ask yourself, what kind of world do I want? And what can I do today to get us closer?
Such good advice. Okay, so to wrap things up for our listeners, what's that final thought we want to leave them with?
I think it's this. The power to change things. It's not some far-off thing. It's inside us. We all have it. The ability to wake up, to choose, to create.
And that's a pretty amazing thing to think about.
It really is. So keep questioning, keep choosing, keep creating. The future is ours to make.
That's it for this deep dive, everyone. Keep those minds curious, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, people of Earth. I and I feeling irate. We have a destiny. Hear him sing. I am the messenger. This is me, message from the messenger. Straight from the heart. Greetings to all our loyal viewers. Here is a new track, all new music. Destiny calling, we keep moving on. Faith intertwining, we keep singing strong. Remix, destiny calling, we keep moving on. Faith intertwining, we keep singing strong. Rise up together, hand in hand we go. Through stormy weather, in this life we flow. How you all doing out there? Drop a pin, we have some lockaby. Hope you're feeling the irie now. We got to have irie now. We got to have irie now. We got to have irie now. So we can hear the message from the messenger. Hey DJ, bring in the violin orchestra. Hey DJ, bring in the violin orchestra. Beyond the horizon, where the sun does shine, find your true reason.